So many of you may recall this car I've had sitting around for a while, my XKR Jaguar. So I think it's a 2005, 2006 4-litre supercharged Jaguar. Was going to be our Raffle car. We were getting it ready for Raffle. We needed to do a few bits and bobs, and it decided not to start when we moved unit. So dropped it down to the garage for them to replace the fuel pumps in the fuel tank at the back there. So dropped it down for those guys. They've had it here waiting to get it in and fix it. But I had a phone call last night to say, unfortunately, their neighbours, which I think is the highway guys, have admitted to having driven into the car, and here we go. They have done a nice job on the front end of the Jaguar. You see we've got all the reflectors are broken down there as well. We've got a big crack here in the bumper, that's all damaged. That bumper will have to be replaced. I don't think there's any fixing of that. The headlight is broken, all the tabs are broken on the headlight. The bonnet has got a nice big ding in it up here. Cracked the paint, damaged the paint there as well. Looks like whatever it was went over the top of it, I think. So, and this seems to be, this headlight is now out of whack. That's sitting over the lip of the bumper, so I think the whole bumper's been pushed back. We need to pop the bonnet and see if there is damage to the inner wing. 1 second. Yeah.
Does it come up on its own?
Our inner wing looks alright, but the headlight is definitely all disconnected. All the tabs down here are broken. See, all the tabs down here are broken. And I don't know. What's it looking like on this side? Yeah. So I think, did it crack that as well? No, I think that might have already been cracked. Bonnet's got a nice old ding in the skin there. I think it'll be hard to get that one out. So we'll have to see. So the company, surprisingly, wants to do it through their insurance. I would have thought they just want to pay me cash and keep it off the insurance and avoid their insurance going up in price. But they want to do it through insurance. So I've got to drop my documentation over to them, and I guess there'll have to be a quote for what the repair is. And we'll take it from there. It's going to happen. If you've got cars floating around all over the place like I have, sooner or later this kind of thing is going to happen, especially if the car is left out for a while. People forget it's there. People forget it's there and do stuff like this, don't they? So I've just grabbed a pickup. Every now and then we have pickups on this channel. We are in North Devon. Pickups are quite popular. I think there was an initial lull when the new tax rules came in that stopped people from buying crew cabs and offsetting them all against the business. But to be honest, it's like all those things, it's past now and people are back to buying them as they were before because they genuinely need them. So this is a nice Toyota Hilux on a 65 plate, so mid 2015. It's an Invincible. It's really nicely specced out. It's got brand new tyres all the way around. It's got some nice alloys on it. Pete's just in the process of giving it a clean up. To be honest, for a pickup, it isn't that battered at all. Normally, these are dinged and dented and battered everywhere. This one was one of the vehicles from a plant hire company, I believe. I think they put this through the company, through their plant hire company. That's what I was told. It's got a full service history. I say it's really nice spec. It's automatic as well. It's auto with full leather, sat-nav cruise control, reversing camera. It's got the truck top on it, the ridgeback top on it. It's actually going to come up really well, this. It's just got some, normal dust and dirt on it. You've got the bed in the back all lined out. Now the reason I've picked up this is because they went and got a pretty much a year-old pickup truck from my mate who does the much newer stuff. But the reason he wanted to trade out, it's only done 85,000 miles, which isn't a lot for a pickup either. And the reason he traded it out is because it's got a horrible MOT history. Now by that, I don't mean for its life, just the last MOT. This has got a lovely MOT history up to that point. It was pretty much straight passes all the time, only very minor advisories. But these guys made a mistake. They took this for the last MOT to a main dealer. They took it for a main dealer MOT. It was actually a Citroen main dealer. It wasn't a Toyota main dealer. And they crucified them on it. They gave you a list as long as your arms, which doesn't tie up at all for me. Because like I say, there was things about corrosion. Now, corrosion doesn't happen overnight. You get advisories for a couple of years before. This had no advisories at all any other point, and then bang, suddenly advisories for corrosion, advisories for brake pipes, all that kind of stuff. Now, as they own a plant company, they do a lot of work themselves, so they took the bed off the car, off the pickup truck. They've taken the bed off and done all the work underneath, and I've crawled underneath it. I can see all the new brake pipes, so I can see there's been some repairs, and there's some wax oil up there where it's been done. I can see the new rear shocks that they've put on the back as well. They've gone hell for leather on it. They didn't actually wax oil all the chassis legs here. The chassis legs are really good. I believe it was the fixings for the bed up here that were the bits with the rot on, I believe. But we're going to clean all this down, and we won't wax oil it, but we'll treat it with the oil that gives it a good coat, and it doesn't look like you're masking things up then. Now, we know they did it all as they should, because it now has an advisory free MOT. They put it back in, they got all the work done, and did an advisory free MOT on it. So it's actually got a brand new advisory free ticket on it. But obviously a lot of people do check MOT histories out now, so that could put some people off. So like I say, we'll give it a really good clean up underneath. We'll treat it. I've driven it around for a day and it drives blooming lovely. Of all the pickup trucks I've driven, this one drives most like a car. The suspension is still a bit fidgety compared to a car, but the auto box change is lovely. We've got 3-litre diesel in it, so loads of torque, plenty of pulling power. So you've got all the kit we need. And I think this is going to, like I say, clean up really, really nicely. I got it at a good price. I'll be able to offer it out at a good price. It is a plus VAT vehicle, but again, doesn't tend to be too much of a problem because most people buying these buy them through their business anyway. So Pete's going to hit it hard. We're going to spend quite a lot of time on this one, cleaning it up, tidying it up. Trouble I find with selling pickup trucks is I want to treat them like cars, and I want them to be absolutely mint all the way around, but it's not possible unless you get underneath, like I say, and literally repaint everything. There's always little bits of surface rust here and there. We're going to take all these stickers that have gathered dirt behind them off. This has got dirt. See, that's a protective film, and it just gets dirt underneath it, and that looks awful. So we'll get all of that off. We're going to replace the rear bumper, which does have these rear bumpers, the chrome peels on them, and they get crusty as well. So we'll replace that. That'll tidy it right up. But yeah, I think this is going to come out. Once that's done, come out looking really nice, because we've got no real big dents and dings in the bodywork. Normally you've got a few panels with dings and dents in, and you've got a lot more sort of rust on bodywork, but it is in really nice condition. But yeah, there's a lesson to you there. Don't send your 10-year-old vehicle to a main dealer for an MOT, because you will get hammered. By the time you're watching this video, our raffle on the Ford Fiesta ST is about to end. 2015 Ford Fiesta ST 1.6 turbo, widely renowned as one of the best hot hatches there are out there. Tickets have just been £1 each, with discount bundles on offer as well. Well, this is going to be ending, like I say, very, very soon. Some good news. Our friends at Top Don, being the top geezers they are, have thrown in a raffle prize, an additional raffle prize for second place. So they heard that we were doing a raffle and we were giving a proportion of the proceeds to Ability FC, the football team for those with special needs and learning disabilities. And they sent us a TB6000 Pro. Now, this is something that I use all the time around the workshop. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. It is a battery charger, but also a battery reconditioner. It has brought back to life so many batteries for me, where I normally would have spent out the money getting a brand new battery. These things will bring life back to your battery and charge it. So you might have a battery just getting a bit low and it needs a charge. You might have a battery thinking, I might need to throw it away. You can put it on a reconditioning charge. It's one of the only chargers I've ever used that will charge a completely dead battery as well. A lot of the time, if a battery is completely dead, chargers don't recognise they're there, and you have to fool them into seeing that the battery's there. The TB6000 Pro will charge a completely dead battery, because what you can do is put it on a setting where it will feed it power until the recharging system can recognise the battery's there, then it'll recharge it. Absolutely a brilliant bit of kit. If you've got a garage and you keep buying batteries all the time for cars, get yourself one of these. Get yourself reconditioning batteries. If you've got a few classics around or a few other cars around that run out of battery every now and then, brilliant bit of kit. I'll put a link to this in a video description down below. Massive thanks, as always, to Top Dom for supporting the channel, for supporting the charity raffles. I say this has been added to the raffle as a prize, but hurry, it's ending very, very soon.